volume of a cone. This is another volume you do not have to remember the formula for. You are given it in your formula book. So volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r squared h. It's actually the third of a cylinder with the same radius. So just substitute the values into my formula. 1/3 times pi, radius is 7, height is 20. Type that into my calculator. 1/3 times pi times 7 squared times 20 is 1026.3 centimetres cubed. Okay, have a go at these 4 questions. For 1 and 2, you're finding the volume. For 3 and 4, you're finding the missing value for x. Put me on pause when you're done. So for 1a, we've got 1/3 times pi times 1.5 squared times 5. 11.7, nope, 11.8 to 1 decimal place, centimetres squared. Part B, 1/3 times pi times, we've got the diameter here, we need the radius. (150.8 centimetres squared). 2a, to find in terms of pi, you work out the rest, ignoring the pi, and then pop the pi at the end. So 1/3 times 9 squared times 20, 540 pi. Radius is 6. (180 pi). So these will be more reversing calculations, which you need to be able to do to access the high level questions they have on the exam for this topic. So we know 1/3 times pi times 7 squared times x is equal to 1000. There are a few ways you can do this, but I'm going to times both sides by 3 first, which is opposite of 1/3, opposite of dividing by 3. And I'm going to work out 7 squared as well. So times the left hand side by 3, 1/3 disappears, 7 squared is 49. We have 49 pi times x is equal to 3000. And I'm going to divide both sides by 49 pi. So x is equal to 3000 all over 49 pi, which is 19.5 centimetres for the height. So B, we have 1/3 times pi times 2 squared times x is equal to 22, times both sides by 3, pi, 2 squared is 4, so 4 pi times x is equal to 66. I'm going to move this little formula, I'll pop it over there now. and divide both sides by 4 pi. X is equal to 5.3. So for 4a, we know a third times pi times x squared times 20 is equal to 195. Times both sides by 3 first. Gives us pi times 20, 20 pi, times x squared is equal to 585. I'm going to divide both sides by 20 pi. X squared is equal to 585 over 20 pi. Square root both sides. .1. And then part B, we have a third times pi times x squared times 12 is equal to 300. Times both sides by 3. Pi times 12 is 12 pi. Divide by 12 pi. And then square root both sides. .9.